Hello everyone, as you all know, I'm Sahitya and today we are going to see how to create a Telegram chatbot using API and Google Firebase. Google Firebase is a database which is used to store collections. And yeah, this is my Google Firebase platform and here I have stored try email as a collection and these are all my documents. So these documents can be stored either directly by Google Firebase or through our Node.js code. So let's get into the coding part. Firstly, we have to install request package and Node Telegram bot API packages from npm. And the second thing you have to do is to get a Telegram token from Telegram bot further. Yeah, this is my Telegram bot further and Uh, in order to create a new bot, I have passed the required instructions, and here is my Telegram token. So, this token is used in our code in order to link Telegram and our code. And I have created an instance of Telegram bot using this token and polling true. And the next part is to initialize the key.jsn file. We have to require key.jsn file in order to put the Firebase application in our code. So these are all the required things we have to do for getting the Firestore in our code. And once if we go here, all the overview of the documents, and this code is available in the Google Firebase. We can get it from there itself. So here we'll get the description of the code we have used here, and I've initialized a variable db to this method get firestore. This firestore helps in fetching the firebase to our code. And in that, I have created a mail details collection and I've named it as a mail details. And the next part is to build an interactive Telegram bot so that we could chat with it and store some email and some related stuff and verify whether the email is valid email or not. So for this I have used an API which is available in apilayer.com. So there are many useful APIs here and I have used email verification API for this bot. Once if you get into this coding part, if the message in the bot is slash start, means once if we ask the bot to get started, 1 minute, yeah, this is my bot, and once if the message is slash start, I want to send a message to the bot using this message.chat.id as welcome to the user. Message dot from dot first name means we get the first name of the user which is using the telegram. So here we'll get welcome Sahitya or welcome user, and these two will be sent by the bot to the user. Once if we type slash start, and just for my checking instance, I have used console.log start, but this is not needed actually. It is just useful for debugging purpose whether the block of code is working or not. And the next part is bot.on message. This is a callback function in which we use the message as a parameter. The message which the user has passed is being passed to the function as a parameter. And here also console.log is not needed actually. And if the message he has passed, message dot text dot lower to lowercase, I have used this method to convert any message he has sent to a lowercase. So if that is equal to high, and I'm asking the bot to send message as enter an email ID in the following format. So whenever the user wants to enter an email ID for verification, he has to enter this format only. If he enters only in this format, then the email ID he is searching for will be inserted into the R firebase database. So it is useful for us to retrieve the same. And if the message is not hi, he has sent something other than this. Let's say suppose he has sent insert some key name and and its value. Then I'm asking the user, I'm asking the bot to split the message into parts, and once we pass this method, we'll get an array of three different strings, array of strings. So in that, if we have the first word as insert, see here, new message of zero. Of zero means the first and foremost array string. If it is insert, then I'm asking the collection try underscore email to add the message he has sent. New message of one resembles the key name he has specified here. And if you see here, I have specified the key name as mail. So this mail will be the key name set for our database in the Firebase. And the data value will be the new message of 2. And in order to know who has sent that message, who has asked the Firebase to store its email ID, we use user ID as an object, as a document in our collection, so that we'll know from which user we have got that email ID. And then once we are done with adding the document to the collections, then I'm asking the bot to send us a message. The email has been successfully stored. This will be our bridge to the next step. So once if it is not happening, once if the email is not being stored properly, then we'll get an error, and the error will be handled by the dot catch block. So this will be error will be handled, no issues with that. And if the user did not send a message in this format, I'm asking the bot to send its message as invalid format, and I'm asking the user to enter the email in this value, in this format only. So this is just for a understanding purpose. If we use insert or if we use store, these types of words, they help in understanding whether to store or whether to retrieve or whether to insert into a database. So by this part, we are done with adding a document to our collections. And all these collections which you have entered here will be seen over my project. Okay, my collections over here. Excuse me, wait a minute. Maybe my network is too bad. Yeah, these are all the documents I have entered using the Node.js program. This is my collection name. These are my documents I have entered through the ChatGPT. And these are the fields I have in that particular document. So once the storing is done, we have to fetch the values from the database. For that, I'm even using an API which I have discussed earlier from the API layer, which is an email verification API. So this API can be useful in fetching the user ID and the domain and whether the entered email ID is valid or not. So once if we text get full details in this format, we'll be able to access the verified email or not. See, yeah, I have inserted the email, and in order to get the full details, I have passed this get full details. So I've got the message mail stored successfully as I've given over there. And for this email, lucky@gmail.com, the domain is Gmail and it is a valid email, and the user ID is lucky, and the email is this. So this part will be handled by this bot.on message. So here comes the part of API where I have used request package in order to fetch the API link, and here is my API key. This will be unique for each and every user. You need to get login into some portal like API layer to get that key, and this function responses to the message we want, whether it is an error or whether it is a body we are handling. So once it is not an error, I'm asking the I'm asking the JS to parse my body. This helps in parsing each and every object of my data which is there in API to JSON object. So by this JSON dot parse of body will be stored in data, and I'm asking the bot to send the message to the chart. What is the email? Data.email. Here data resembles the parsed object of the body. So in this way, we'll get the email, user ID, domain, valid or not, etc. So here we can even add some more fields if you want, which are available in the API layer. I mean, API you have taken. So in this way, a Telegram chatbot has been created, and here is my Telegram chatbot. Once I have passed the start function, it has sent these two messages, and I have sent the hi message as it has specified that. Uh, once I want to enter the email, I have entered using this format only. Uh, and next, once I have entered the email, I can get the details of the email through the API and the database. So for getting the full details, I'm using this. Actually, I forgot to run this. In order to run a Node.js program, we have to use this command node space filename.js, and yeah, once if I run that program, I'll get this, and again, even I can use this chatbot for other purposes also. This is my Telegram chatbot using API and Firebase, and hope you understood the code. Thank you for watching.